Hey guys, welcome to the VFX Show, the show on the internet that teaches you how to do visual effects for your next film. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to fix the shadow pass error in Blender. So there's a weird quirk that happens when you're trying to render the shadow pass. If you have a transparent background, so you can composite your image onto, your footage, what happens is when you render out, I have two different layers here, one of just the ground pass and one of just the object. So I have the object here masked out by the floor and the ground plane, which is just its own layer. And I have these two images here. And what happens is the shadow pass thinks for some reason the transparent background is all shadow, which is incorrect. And this is a big problem if you know anything about compositing. And I've seen a couple tutorials online try to fix this, but it doesn't really work. See, what they try to do is throw a alpha over and put it into this bottom image slot here. And they take the alpha as the factor. And boom, it's fixed. No, it's not. Because over here you can see a little line. I've seen some tutorials online that say this is a thin shadow on the edge of the plane, which is incorrect. It's actually just an anti-aliasing issue with the pixel width over here. Because if you set this to 0.01, the lowest it can go, and we hit render, I mean, it fixes it, but it makes... let me show you. It makes the image unrealistically sharp, and I would just stick with keeping that at 1.50 and doing this remedy that I found out how to do through just random happenstance. So let's re-render. So we still have this little edge here. So how do we fix it? I figured this method out through just futzing around with the nodes. So I figured out if you add a difference node or a difference key and you throw your shadow pass onto image 2, and let's throw this into the viewer, and you throw your alpha into image 1, you can see something here. You can see what we have done. Take the fall off and up that fall off a little bit until you see dark. And then you add a alpha over node. Boom. And what you do is you throw your matte into the factor and you make this black, because it's inverted. Now, what you do is you invert it so it actually is, invert it so it's actually a shadow pass. And for some reason, it fixes it. I don't know why this works. I think it's really just due to an error through the difference key, where it just deletes a few pixels. Some of your data maybe on the edges will be missing like 1 pixel, but you're also deleting that 1 pixel tall or the 1.5 pixel tall border. So that fixes it. And the greatest part about it is you can just box select this, duplicate it, and you can do this with your AO. So you put that into image 2 and your alpha onto image 1. And boom, your ambient occlusion pass has it too. So that's how you can fix the error in Blender. So if you would like to subscribe, please subscribe. I'm going to have a longer video on how to composite with Blender and live action footage here soon. But I'm going to be compositing with After Effects and not Blender, because I don't like compositing in Blender. It doesn't have all the tools that I like. But yeah, stay tuned for that and hit subscribe, and boom, bang, boom. And stay fresh, my babies.